Why Go exists. So let me share the context of today's video. We are going to discuss a series of bunch of videos where we will be discussing about advanced engineering stuff, and we will be starting from the very basics. So as you know, Go was developed by Google. Why it was developed? So Google developer was facing a lot of issues for complex complex stuff, right? And they needed a language which has this following simplicity, concurrency, speed, static boundaries, these features. So they did was they had removed every stuff which was unnecessary to them. They removed oops, the very in each and every mainly each and every language has. They have introduced a Go routing and channels in their Go runtime. What it does, it run a bunch of millions of thread and to process them to talk to each other that introduced called something called channels. And talking about the concurrency, as we have just discussed that go routing and channels. There are something. These are the terms. These are the jargons we need to learn in Go. Well, if you are if you want to become Go developer. Talking about the speed, it has a very similar to C language. The benchmark is very similar to C, and as we know that if you are a Express or something like Node developer, then if you build a backend using Node.js, then like required you often require Node modules to um run the application, right? But in Go, we just if you wants to build it, it gives a static binary files, and you just need binary files to run the whole programs. Just take out the binary files, give it to production, and you are good to go. Now we will be going to test the benchmark of Node.js and Go, but I am also including the Bun.js, which is like written on top of Jig language, and it is very similar to Go, or it might be very fast to Go also, because it is very optimized, and their HTTP server are way good, as I have heard. Today we'll be testing. We'll be also testing the Express server, how it is different from the native Node.js HTTP server. So let's start. As you can see, I am in the benchmark folder and I have opened my Visual Studio Code. We are having four folders: Bun, Express, Go, and Node. We will be writing each server their native HTTP server, and we will be doing the benchmark. Alright, so we have four servers. One is Bun, Express, Go, and Node. So we will be testing each and every one. We'll start with Node. As we have Node, we are in a Node folder. We'll start with Node. As you can see, there is a simple native HTTP server, and don't worry about the code. This all we can discuss later. And I am assuming that if you are learning Go, you must be aware about the Node.js. Now Node and the server and the file name server.js. This, as you can see, it's a hanged up. I have not written that it is running, but I'm sure that it must be running. We'll go and we will go and check if it's running or not. So we'll visit localhost 3, and as you can see, it's running. Sorry. So I'll make this full screen and I'll come here, and we are going to test this with Apache Benchmark. There's a tool called AB. We are going to send 50,000 requests with a concurrency of 200 to this localhost. As you can see, it has sent all the 50,000 requests, and we will try to just copy. We'll make a some benchmark.txt where we will record this. So as you can see that concurrency level, as we have discussed, it took a time of 2.9, 2.6, and it time per request, that means concurrency was 10, and transfer rate was this much. As you can see that it took 2.9 seconds. Test are not available. So request per second, as you can see that here it handle about 18k. Node handle about 18k requests per second. Well, now we will be testing the same thing. Will be all right. Now we will be testing Go. Let's stop this. Let's go to Go folder and we will run go run main.go. So as you can see, it is hanged up and it must be running. We will go and verify this after visiting localhost 3000. Hello from Go. Nice. So again, we will be running the same command. We will be sending 50,000 requests with a concurrency of 200 to localhost. So as you can see, it has sent all the requests and we will be testing the benchmark. As you can see, um, it took this much time and time per request per second, it was handled mainly about 27k. So as you can see how Go is faster than Node, it handled about 27k per request per second. More of the detail you can see that how much time it took to complete it and all. Alright, now we will discuss about Express. We'll run this server again and check index.js. Well, we need to install Express also. Now we can start. As you can see, the server has started and let's verify this. You can see it is saying hello from Express. Now we will be going and taking this test again. Okay, so we are sending again 50,000 requests to each server and how much time it is taking. So you can see how much time it has taken. Now the result is here. It took around this time as well as how much it. Oh God! So request per second it is handling about 5k. This much bad. So Express handled mainly about 5k requests per second. Okay. So as you can see, Express is really going bad, and at last we will be taking Bun. As you can see, the server is running. Let's go and verify this. We'll refresh this, and it's saying hello from Bun. Now again, we'll sending the same request. It was very fast, and let's see what was the request per second. Oh God, it handled about 31k. So as I said that it handled mainly about 31k requests per second. So as you can see, the clear winner is Bun, but let's not forget that Go is also going. Bun is very much optimized in Zig, written on top of that. And talking about Bun, so we cannot like rely on this test, but it has inside has so many things to do, and also the Bun server we don't use often because routes and all is not much as good as like the Gin or talking about the Express, the reliability as well as the code scalabilities, how we can manage it all.